All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Donna LaFata. I am the owner and president of A&D Equipment out of Connecticut, which is a company that sells excavator attachments. And that's not what I always did. 20 years ago, I was a school teacher, but then I happened to marry a guy that was an excavator and owned an excavating company. So I said, well, maybe I'll stop teaching and I'll work in an excavating company. So that's what I did. And we've been doing that for 20 years together. And about 13 years ago, we started A&D Equipment, which is what I run primarily. And it was a natural progression for us to go from excavating into selling excavator attachments. So that's what I've been doing for the last 20 years.
A teacher.
Yes. Well, I think learning as much as you possibly can about the trade that you're passionate about, right? So the ladies brought up some good things already. So learning as much as possible, educating yourself, and being persistent and not giving up. And that means asking a lot of questions, and it means being the first one to show up and maybe the last one to leave, but to never give up on yourself. And that's kind of the confidence piece too, right? It kind of all goes together. Persevere and keep trying, and you'll do it. You'll make it. So don't give up.
And ultimately, there's space for everyone in the industry. It doesn't have to be all female or all, like we all have a role. And the more confident that everyone is in their role, the better the industry will be in general. So I don't think it's one way or the other.
Right. Helping each other out and making space for everybody and getting it done. Right.
Donna, I know we went to one together, I think it was last fall. We went to a local Women in Construction conference here in New England. It's called New England Women in Construction. Conferences like that, Yep.
I think it's been great. That was probably a smaller one. The work brow one looked really good. I was watching it on social media, and I really want to make that a point to make it to that one next year. I find it to be really important to do the networking and attend these events. I think what you'll find as a common thread is that we've come a long way in the last, 20, 30, 40 years, but that we have a long way to go. Right. And so us getting together and using our voice is a powerful thing, and we need to keep doing it. It also doesn't need to just be for 1 week. It needs to be for 52 weeks a year. And we need to be vocal and be networking all year long. So I think, the takeaway is to stay positive about it and keep working and moving and networking, and that we have a ways to go, but we've done a lot so far. So we have to keep pushing forward and stay vocal and do it together.
Oh, A&D already posted a picture from loading a truck in the morning or.
Right. So I try to post every day. I'm a little bit different than Brittany or Amy or some of the others that are out there. I don't post myself, right? Brittany, you were saying like, you have to post yourself and don't be afraid. And you don't see my face. I don't think hardly ever, occasionally, but, what I do love to post is what we're doing at the shop that morning, or, real life stuff. It's not just usually me. It might be the guys. I don't think I've ever posted how to file something, Brittany, but yeah, I could probably share some stuff on, ways to do things. But I love to repost things that my clients have posted and they tag me. That's my favorite because it's free content, and it's like, okay, if somebody else out there is using, my product that I've sold them and they've posted it and tagged me, I'm like, yes, love those. And for me, I also get to post what we're doing on the excavating side, because we still run an excavating company. So for that, I just go into company cam and I get my content on whatever's going on the jobs that day. So, and Instagram's my favorite. I'm not sure why. It feels a little bit like a family Instagram. I am on LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook. We try to trickle it, like you say, everywhere. Our hope is always that it leads back to our website, because our website is really strong. But Instagram is my baby. And then, yes, at 5:30 in the morning, sauna, I'm usually there drinking my coffee, figuring out what I'm going to post that day. So yeah, but it's powerful, all of it. It's powerful and it's overwhelming at the same time, right? There's so much to it, but like you said, you can't make a mistake. You just keep trying different things and putting things out there, be as authentic as possible, and the rest of it falls where it may. Well, what's kind of cool about us is that we were early adopters of the tilt rotator. About 8 years ago, our excavating company jumped on board. My husband couldn't wait. So as soon as his father retired out of the business, my husband couldn't wait to buy all the things that his dad wouldn't spend the money on. So he was game right out of the gate. And we run several machines with tilt rotators, the small ones, the minis, all the way up to the big ones. And so we knew like immediately that it changed our game, and we've been running them for 8 years, and we're more efficient, all the things, right, Brittany? Like it eliminates laborers on the ground, and it's just game changing, right? You can't imagine like how much it changes your game. So that's been great, right? But the cool thing about what I get to do is that it not only changes my game, is that I get to sell them and I get to help change other people's games, which is very rewarding for us. We're very good at tilt rotators because we use them. But, I say at our staff meetings every month, we go over numbers. And one of the things that we talk about is how many tilt rotators did we sell this month and install? And I say to the staff, I'm like, you should be really proud of the 5 tilt rotators that we sold this month, or 6 or 3, whatever it is. Like, you have helped in that 1 month change the trajectory of that company. And we get to do that over and over and over. So it's like super proud to be able to do that. Like I might be the only female, Steelwrist dealer. I'm not sure, but we're super proud of that. We use them, and we love to continue to support that and spread the word about them.
So let's see here. Thank you, Donna, for sharing that. And just a side note, I saw that last week that I think that next year will be 10 years since we started to work together, or you started to work with Steelwrist.
Yeah, it's
That is
amazing.
That's
Right?
amazing. Time flies.
It
Really.
flies by, right? But it's like a blink. It's been great.
Oh my God.
Something that we can do. I mean, the construction industry needs people, right? We know that. And that means we need men and women in all the roles. And I was just going to say, I was thinking of Crew Collab and supporting, their mission and getting kids interested in construction. And that has to be something that we're all on board with. Or like the repurposed educator. I love them. Workforce development, and just, following the people that are making things happen, and doing it together, supporting each other. The Crew Collab popped into my head because they're doing great work.